Hey, what is going on, Madden family? We are talking Weekend League, fixes, all sorts of stuff today. You know what that means? That means this is it's a fire episode, right? So let's start with Weekend League. Weekend League is extended 24 hours. So if you haven't finished, you can finish today. I believe it ends Tuesday morning. My Weekend League was pretty good, honestly. We had 21 wins. Very nice. And we played Mr. Joe Rice. That didn't go so well for me, as expected, honestly. And then we played Docel G twice as well. And we played Lane. And, I mean, it was good. But, I mean, strong strength schedule. I played really well, I think. Three of our losses came down to the very end. 2 in overtime, I believe. So, it is what it is. But just remember, if you guys haven't finished your Weekend League, you can. So, expect the leaderboard to it's going to definitely change. But we should be a lock for top 50. There's obviously some people up here that can really pass us. Some people are going to take advantage of the fact that Weekend League was extended, because there's probably not going to be a ton of good players playing today. But you may also see a lot of people playing on their 4th and 5th accounts. It is what it is. But it was good. It was good. It was took a while to finish, because I was watching the Rumble last night, so I wasn't fully paying attention, but it was good. Now on to what had really happened. More importantly, the ban, apparently, that people got. People were upset that EA said they were going to ban people who abused the Super Bowl ring stuff. And the ban essentially being 2 weeks off of the auction block, removing all the rings on their account, etc., right? Now, one thing, I feel like some people probably don't quite get how people were able to get all these rings. Right? So there was an issue. It was a database issue. If you guys don't know about that stuff, it was something that was unavoidable. The act itself was unavoidable happening. When a server crashes or something like that, you really can't avoid it. They happen to every company in the world. It wasn't like EA sucks. It was going to happen regardless. How long it took to resolve, or how long it took to resolve, maybe that one's on EA, right? Because it was hours and hours and hours before they even knew. No one really reported it because people were profiting, so why would they report it? So to do it, you had to essentially, you could have been on any account, which you had not been on during the Super Bowl promo. So like for me, if I had started a brand new account and I would have logged on, I would have started getting the welcome pack, like the 20 rings over and over and over. But you couldn't really abuse that too much because it's only 20 rings. Like, you would have to open 300 packs to get a 91 to 92, right? And so that wasn't the abusive part. What was abusive is people who had accounts that they had not been on, which had garnered MUT rewards of some level. Obviously, the biggest ones would have been Legendary, where they were getting 3,000 rings every time. So it was kind of a rare thing where you would have to have an account that you hadn't been on during Super Bowl that was probably around the Legendary level to really, really take advantage of it. Even if you were at like whatever the level below is, you could have really taken advantage of it pretty well. So it was a rare situation. I don't think a ton of people really had it happen to them. It's the truth. It's not like everyone says, "Oh, I didn't get to do it." Well, you probably didn't get to do it because you didn't fall in that scenario, right? You essentially had to have a farm account or have been gone. Simple. Now, would I have done it? 100%. Of course I would have done it. What? Seriously? Of course I would have done it. But as with all things, we know when we take advantage of issues, glitches, stuff in MUT, when we take advantage of it, there's consequences. It is what it is, But for me, if I would have taken advantage of it, it would have been on a farm account. And being savvy enough to think like, hey, EA might take this stuff away from me. I'm going to start moving stuff from this account. That's what I probably would have done. In full disclosure, I would have made my millions and started transferring it. Or into players or stuff, whatever. I would have done something for sure with it. No, I just left it as rings or stuff in my binder. Because I know that's easier for you to take away. Here nor there. So the ban. Is it okay? Is it not okay? Well, as far as I've seen, I haven't actually seen anyone talk about getting banned or suspended. I haven't seen it. I'm pretty sure I know some people who were able to take advantage of it. I haven't seen anyone talk about being suspended, banned, whatnot. So maybe it hasn't taken place yet. I don't know. But haven't seen it. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Well, I know everyone's saying, well, EA is banning people for taking advantage of their mistake. I agree. Consistency seems to be a problem here. Where anytime we've had other issues happen, EA has sort of just let us keep stuff, right? Not ban people. Some of the things that people have brought up was what happened with the Snow Beast, right? Those cards were all nat. They really don't affect the market, honestly. So very minimal impact. This stuff like with the Calvin Johnson being in packs last year, right? You'd have to ban everybody open to pack. They're not going to do that. That just goes your customer base. Same thing with the Randy Moss thing 2 years ago at Christmas. Yeah, I get it, but again, there's market correction. You could get 1 or 2 free Randy Mosses, and people were selling them for cheap, but then EA was able to clean up the market that way. So those are things which they really had a quick and short-term effect only on the market, if at all. Right, Randy Moss was really cheap, and then he got really expensive again. His price went back to normal. Randy Moss went 500k to 1 million coins after. The market was fine. With this, if there happened to be, at least the way the EA's seems like they said it, and seeing some of the people who had lots of rings, they could have made 20, 30 plus million coins doing this, right? And you can affect the market a lot with that. When you're talking about all of a sudden this extra random 500 million to a billion coins, somewhere around there maybe, for the affected users. Yeah, they could affect the market, especially with the fact that this is the start of the Super Bowl promo and all that. So I believe the reason why they would have done that is simply to make sure that the market is safe and secure. That's it. Now, while it was going on, you could have taken advantage of it in other ways. I didn't get the free rings. I didn't. But what I did do was buy a bunch of cards. Because there were 200,000 coins. So when I see something for cheap, I'm going to buy it, right? So I bought, 20-something of these cards. Something crazy like that. So, yeah, ended up buying maybe 20. Because I had bought a Butler before and I had pulled Lynch. So about 20. Which cost me about 4 million coins. I think I actually bought more because I actually ended up doing the sets for Reggie White and Rondé Barber as well. They seemed like it was a very, coins was break even, but you would still get the rings for it, which is why now I have 46,000 rings. So I was trying to take advantage of it still regardless because I happened to be on. But I got on super late. Slept in Sunday morning. Was really only on here for 20, 30 minutes maybe. So, yeah, try to take advantage of stuff when you can. I think everyone would have. 100%. But we all have to understand if we do something that we know we shouldn't be doing and there's a punishment, you kind of got to take it on the chin. In years past, there was pack glitches, right? If you guys don't know what a pack glitch is, essentially free unlimited packs, right? The people that did it, now I didn't know how to do it, But the people that did it understood what they were doing. And I think pretty much eventually everyone always got banned, you know? So it's hard to be mad at that. I some of you guys might not remember for sure, but it was 2 years ago. There was a user on PS4 who I guess had complained to like EA Help about never getting his MUT rewards, and so EA Help was like, okay, fine, you know, we'll give you your MUT rewards, because like he said he hadn't got them all year long, and this was like in May, and so they gave him his MUT rewards, right, from every promo. Someone hit the MUT rewards button, but what happened is that essentially every time he came in and out of MUT, it gave him all the MUT rewards for the entire year. He got tickets and packs and all sorts of stuff. So he had these unlimited packs. And he was streaming sometimes at that point. And you would go and you would watch him stream, and he obviously had the best team. He had 20-odd million coins, which is not normal, but it doesn't really raise a red flag. But what he had in the past, tickets for MUT Draft or salary cap used to display on the screen, sort of like where the rings and the trading do. But he had something like 150,000 tickets, which would have cost somewhere like 60 million coins in tickets. And so it was like, okay, well, something's up here. And then he did eventually explain sort of what happened, and then EA intervened and, you know, fixed his account, and I think they took a bunch of stuff away from him. That was crappy. I don't 100% know how that all finished out, but stuff like this has happened before, and it probably will happen again. I speak for myself, and no one else necessarily. There's times when things go wrong in this game, and we can all take advantage of it, and I think we enjoy that. But I personally would prefer no issues in the game. Packs are always right. Everything's always as it should be. There's no ways to take advantage of stuff. You're not glitching out someone else. Whatever it may be. A perfect world, a perfect MUT for us, you know? So that's what I would really want. It's hard. Human error comes into play. Maybe the QA work should be a little more sometimes. It just should. Like something as simple as this right here, where the graphic says 92 plus legend player, and the image here says gives 192 plus overall legend, but on the weekend when this set dropped, it said gives 191 plus legend. Even though the pack was right, it's just like small little things that we obviously would like to see corrected. But that's about it. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Like I said, I'm okay with the ban. If it was ruin the market or a ban, fine. If they would have reset the servers for everyone, it would have been fine for me. I know a lot of people say, why don't they just do it? There's a hell of a lot of work involved with that. All these people losing games that they played, solo battles, solos, weekend league games, people who purchased packs, points, bot cards, people who did things legitimately. They lose all that progress. So there's a lot of work to go in and try to correct those situations. It's a lot easier to say, we're going to ban, I don't know, we'll call it 200 people, right? From the auction block. And then they can audit their accounts, and then maybe they take their coins away, whatever happens. It's a lot easier to do that than it is to roll everything back and try to fix 4,000 or 5,000 people's accounts, you know? Wish it didn't happen, but is what it is. Let's open one Legend Fantasy pack for the culture, and then that is it. I don't believe there's any content coming today. If there is, it'll surprise me. But we'll see. Hey, an 82. Oh my god. Don't buy these packs. These packs are so bad. So bad. How to lose coins without even trying. So that is it. I will be back later if there is something else or we'll figure something to do. Have fun. I'm out. Good Monday.